Hello lords and ladies, welcome back to a brand new episode of our Prince Rhaegar of the Targaryen Exiles playthrough. So I've taken on board your feedback and comments in the last episode, and you guys are absolutely right. It should not be this difficult and it should not be taking this long to get our children to our camp. I do agree it might be easier if we were landed. But I also take on board the feedback that it'll be more difficult to make money once we are landed. So I think what I will do is for at least another maybe 2 to 3 in-game years is I'll work on some contracts and building up a little bit of wealth. And then we'll look at getting some land, and it probably will be over here. I can't see Robert dying anytime soon, but you never know. We might be lucky, and he might meet an early end. Although he's 41 now, so he's not doing too bad. So rather than have another full episode of me just completing contracts, which I'm not going to lie, they all feel a little bit samey. Now I've done a few, I'm just like, okay, well, I kind of think I prefer being landed anyway. Landless is nice as a change every now and then, I guess, but I think I do prefer being landed. So I will complete some contracts. Obviously, if anything interesting happens, I'll resume the recording. But I'll pause for now, and I will get back to you when something interesting happens. Okay, so we're out completing some contracts, and this has just popped up literally only a couple of minutes into me playing. And there's murderous schemes happening right under my nose again. So in the dead of night at our camp near Sirala, I step out quietly. What was that sound? That's when I see it. My bodyguard, Andric, tiptoes to my acquaintance, Jate, who is dozing on a slope. Andric rolls Jate down the hillside, where sharp rocks ensure a quick and painful demise. Andric quickly scans the area, unaware that I've seen everything. Now, Andric is... He is, I did really want him on board. But he's been involved in a couple of murderous plots. He's not pulled them all off. But can we see his kills? No. But he's definitely been in previous schemes. I don't know if he's been necessarily successful each time, but he's definitely schemed against other people in our camp. So we can call for the guards. We learn of his murder secret and we imprison him. We expose the murder secret, he loses 30 opinion of us, or we can see nothing but we gain stress because we're brave. So Jake Blackberry, I mean, yeah, that's a shame. He's not he wasn't a massive loss to us, but still, that's beside the point. We can't just have him going around murdering people. And he does have yeah, okay, so I think he was involved in a scheme against our friend Miles, and he's moved on now. He's left our camp. We'll call for the guards. We're going to have to imprison him. We don't necessarily have to keep him in. Let's just see what we can... He's not going, probably not going to father any children either. We married him off to Lily. One of our camp followers, because she's comely and he had a couple of good inheritable traits, and I was really hoping that they'd have children, but they haven't, and she's 41 now, so she's potentially not going to. We could execute him. We can execute him without being viewed as a tyrant, because his faith, the drowned god, is considered to be hostile or evil by our faith. Can burn him at the stake. We can negotiate his release, demand his conversion, and he will accept. But then he's callous and cynical, vengeful. He's slow to forget a slight or someone who does him wrong. So would he consider us somebody who has done him wrong if we let him out? I think he seems a pretty dangerous guy, and he's always been our friend up to now, but obviously we've just exposed his secret and we've put him in prison. And he views our faith as hostile. So now there's a real chance that he could start he could be swayed to start plotting against us. He's got 46 prowess. We just can't have... Rhaegar, I think, typically was, to my knowledge, to my limited knowledge, quite a good guy compared to most Targaryens, quite decent. I don't think he'd have his camp followers just going around murdering each other and getting away with it. So this is probably... So we're brave, we're inquisitive, we're calm, diligent. Would we kill him? Would we execute him? I think he's married, so we can't just marry him off either, because I would have liked him to have children. She's probably not going to get any... We're not going to get any children. I think that we're not going to get stress or anything, so it's not like it's against Rhaegar's traits. I think we're going to execute him. He's too dangerous. He's plotting and scheming against our camp followers all the time. So while he was a real asset to us, he's also very dangerous. And now that his opinion of us has gone down, I think that makes sense. We can't risk leaving him around. Not at all. We need to be careful with his wife, though, now, to be honest. She might despise us. But let's just see. Air on waters. Good aptitude. Yeah, I think oh, so he has got some Valyrian heritage. But he was a bastard, so he's under House Cressy. And so he's not a legitimate member. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think we'll appoint this guy. We've got a good relationship with him. We'll have him as our second sworn shield. Okay, awesome. Right, and we'll let some more time tick over while we do these contracts. Okay, and like clockwork, someone is now plotting against me. So I wonder who that could be. We've upset a couple of people recently, imprisoning people, and then obviously we've just executed someone, so who knows who it could be. I will look at and see if I've got any rivals in a second. We also just recruited this guy. We paid 10 gold for him. He is a jungle stalker. He's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before, actually. I don't think I've seen that commander trait before. He's got 18 prowess and 19 martial. 10 stewardship. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. So yeah, we just paid 10 gold for him. Quite cheap actually compared to some of the ones that we could pick up in taverns. They seem to be really pricey. And sometimes they're not always much better than this guy, so that's quite cheap. We picked him up on our travels. So let's have a look. We're not showing us having any rivals at the moment. We could do with actually, if we got anyone in our court that we can marry to this guy. We have a couple of courtiers. She's 18. I might see if when we complete a contract if there's any women that we can marry from one of the holdings that we complete a contract in, that might have some inheritable traits, and see if there's a good match for him. I just thought as well, let's just have a look at, let's find Lily, the wife of Andric, who we just killed. So, unlawfully executed family. Unlawfully? I didn't think it was unlawful. Well, we did. But yeah, so that gives us a -50 penalty towards her opinion of us. Apparently she's sadistic, actually. She could potentially plot against us, I guess. But anyhow, let's move along. We'll ignore that for now. Okay. We have heard that Devosh is a land lousy with fallen men travelling in impoverished conditions, living often on faith alone. One such mendicant has approached our caravan, speaking of his interpretation of R'hllor's will and how to lead a pious existence. The impoverished creature seems to loathe to part with our party, but perhaps I can get rid of him. He's 75 years old. And a wise man. I am a master debater. So that's a learning challenge. 56% chance that we gain some piety. 43% that we spend some and that we gain stress. I'm sure they'll leave eventually. A good heretic burning is in order. He's killed by us. We gain 48 stress because we can. Let's have a look. Faith of R'hllor. We consider them hostile. We won the debate. I was just going to say we'll try our best for that. We don't always win them, but we did, so that's cool. Okay, this is part of the contract. We're getting not great odds here. But we'll try. Sensual proposal. Wherever I go, my follower Bessa is sure to follow. That look in her eyes, the words on her lips. I know exactly what she's after. Bessa's older. Yeah, she's 44. She's also a lunatic. A sadistic lunatic. But nonetheless. He's our Wardwell, the guardian of her child. So let's see. Keep her close, very close. We can lay with her and she might become our lover. A distraction for tonight, but nothing more. How sweet, but no, never the world will know of her perverted nature. Tired of these games. Leave me alone, all of you. No one will attempt to seduce me for 10 years. Well, I mean, we don't want that. We'll lay with her once. So, as Bessa draws close, I do not know whether to tear the clothes from her body or punch the neutral smile of her face. I kiss her, a challenge, and she drags me closer, a fitting riposte. The warring feelings in my chest echo by our bodies. We spend the night delivering both insult and bliss unto each other. This moment of weakness is better forgotten. And it ends her scheme to seduce us. Okay, that's fine. He does like the women, does Rhaegar, so yeah, that made sense. Okay, so we completed a contract and we did an excellent job of it. So I'm using the hook to arrange a marriage, and I can now arrange marriages for Jon and Brudo, and I'm pretty sure I didn't ever get that option before. So yeah, Brudo's there. I don't know why I can arrange marriages for them and I can't really do anything else with them. I don't know if there's anyone that... Yeah, no, I'm not going to marry. These are all older. That's odd. That I can't do anything with them. Can't invite them to my camp or anything like that, but I can arrange their marriages, apparently. But we won't do that because... Let's have a look. Is there any men that we can get? Has anyone got inheritable? We've got Slow. And a dwarf. And nothing that we want. Let's have a look. Can we get someone with high prowess? So there's this guy, but he's ailing and he's older. We've got Gondor, who is sadistic, temperate, and chaste. What's his? 23 prowess. And he's strong. Ah, that didn't show. Can you not see then? The physical traits? Oh, but it's not inheritable, is it? Of course. Okay. interesting. He's fun. I wonder if we can get this guy matrilineally. We can. So I think that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Let's marry her matrilineally. And then I've realised that if it seems to be like lower than 100 of their opinion of us, they won't agree to the marriage, and then we waste the hook. So this guy doesn't like us. So I'm not going to try and arrange a marriage with this guy. We can get some provisions, but we don't really need any gold. We get 33 gold. Can we sell them? Oh, so but we can sell the provisions on the market, which I think I've missed a trick here sometimes. So obviously, if we use the hook for gold, we only get 33. But if we use it for provisions, because we're at our provision capacity, we can sell the additional provisions on the market for 60 gold. So we actually get more from doing that. So that's what we're going to do. We'll use that hook there, because at the minute we're all about making money until we decide where we want to get some land. King Robert is still obviously going strong. There's not that much time that has passed. John, he's still up here in the north. He's in Rob's court, and we still don't have. We can recruit him as a spy, but yeah, we still can't invite him or anything. I'm not sure if we can trigger something to make him our best friend to try and get him here. I don't know if we can do that by sending gifts or gifting artifacts, but I don't know if that would even work. There's no other way that we can interact with him at the moment, because he's obviously too far away and we can't return here at the moment. So I think we'll leave that be, and I will crack on with some more contracts. Okay, and we've had yet another son. We've got Valerio. Valerio I quite like, actually. That's a cool name. We'll keep that. Let's have a look at him. So he's quick. She's fathering us a few children. We should have tried to get her to our camp, but she is now married. So that's a shame. But he looks like us. He looks like the rest of our children. Let's have a look at him in barbershop a second. Yeah, he's got our eyes. I don't think there's any doubt that he's ours. She gains the disputed heritage secret. I think we'll be careful about it for now. Doesn't seem to matter because we don't seem to get our children. Although I wish I'd known that she was going to give us a few children, and I would have made her my soulmate and got her into our camp. I wonder if we might try to do that now. Although she's not going to come, is she? Because she's married, so. Mark as a captive to break all marriages and concubinages and add them to your court during a war to free captives. Huh. I'm not sure that fully. So we could mark her as a captive, and if we go to war with his court, we would be able to take her. Is that what that means? I'm not. We can elope, we can expose, break up with her, fabricate a hook. The way is just too far away. We can't. Do we move our camp and try and make her our soulmate? Would she come though if she's married? I don't think she would now. I think I've left it too late. She's an eager reveler. She's a hunter. She's a oh man, I should have mind you. That's a knot. Amazing. too far away. I wonder if we could abduct her. Let's move our camp over there. I think I think we need to we'll leave Brewdor behind for a little while and we'll move closer. Where can we? Yeah, I think. Oh, that's a lot of provisions. Let's do it. What dangers have we got along the way? Hills. Let's see. Do we need the mercenary guards? I'm going to risk it without mercenary guards. We'll go scout for talent and we'll start moving our camp. Okay, land of milk and fish. So Ilya's headed off with a makeshift fishing rod. It's a nice day for fishing. Sounds like a good idea. She becomes our friend. We lose some stress and gain some provisions. Let us rest. We can rest and... Yeah, we'll rest and lose the stress and get some more provisions. I don't think we actually gained any, did we actually? Because I think we were at capacity anyway, but never mind. So come across a woman while passing through. Through haste, she is welcoming and folds her arms as I approach. Tired of getting kicked around like a dog. No one respects me here. Everyone laughs as soon as Alejandra is uttered. I may not be the best, but I'm willing, she says. For but a few pieces of gold, I will join your camp. Let's have a look at her. Oh, she's robust. Look at that prowess. Compassionate, forgiving, she's temperate. Okay, Alejandra, let's have a look. She will join us, our stooge. I think, is that because it's the only position we have available? Let's have her join. And our knight. Excellent. She's cool. I like her. We could do with having... Yes! Oh my god, yes! Our wife has died. Thank the Seven. I have been waiting for this moment. Right, let me not be too stressed about it because I want to arrange another marriage ASAP. We gained 24 stress. Thank the Seven for that. She succumbed to her inherent weakness. Yes! That is. We can find another spouse straight away. We don't have to wait. Alejandra, welcome to the club just in time. Yeah. I don't even care about the prestige here. I don't care that she's unlanded. Oh, mind you, hang on. Hang on. Let me not be hasty. We could potentially... Oh, my... Let's see. No. Let me think. Do we wait? Do we wait and look for somebody? No. Do you know what? We need some children here that we can control, and she is robust. So, I'm sending it. Yes, there we go. Thank God for that. I don't even care that she's lowborn. Not bothered whatsoever. We have a wife who will hopefully give us... In fact, I didn't even check her out properly. I think she'll be okay. I think we won't be missed as we continue through... Oh, for some reason, I thought that was going to be talking about our wife. It's not. It's not talking about Elia. God rest her soul. As we continue through Endix, my eye catches an elaborately decorated tomb. Sure nobody would notice. 91% that we gain some gold. 8% the Magister Anara of Dying Woods loses. I'm not going to desecrate for the sake of 20 gold and risk being imprisoned. It's a small chance, but I'm not going to risk it. So interesting. This is interesting. Right, now let's see. So we did come here with a plot to kidnap her, but now I don't really want to. What I am going to do, who's this guy? I've completely forgotten. We're swaying him and I can't remember why. So what we'll do is we'll work on sleeping with her and making her your lover. We'll do that first. Yeah, we don't need to worry about swaying him anymore. Do we call it off with her? Because she's... Oh, we did come with a plot to abduct her. Scheme odds are poor. Secrecy 74%. Do we do that now though? See, what we should have done then is not recognise Brudo as our child. So if this ever occurs in future, this is what I've learned. Don't recognise them as our child. Like, try and keep it a secret until you've got the abductor, the kidnapper perk. Then kidnap them. And then you can reveal them as your child. That's the order that we should do things in. And now I've learned a lesson there. So obviously we can abduct her because we've not recognised her. We're not in our relationships. Nobody knows that she's our child. So we can abduct her. Even though she is ours, right? I'm pretty sure that she's 100% ours. Pretty sure that she's 100% ours. But yeah, I think that that's what I've that's what I've taken from that. So there we go. All that stress, and I've figured out the way around it is because I went wrong because I got too excited when we had Brudo, and wanted to claim him as our child immediately. I think we had... Oh yeah, we can... Yeah, we can name him. I think I am going to rename him. I don't really like Brudo. I can't really think of what to rename him as. I don't want to make it like something completely different, but I want to give it a Targaryen spin. So this is a really naff name, but we're going to call him Brudaris. I'm aware that that's really naff, but nobody's come up with a better option, to be honest. So Brudaris is really naff name for a Targaryen, but I want to remember who he was initially, because we're going to pop out a few more kids, I think, in our time. So Brudaris. There we go. And then we also had another child. Oh, this is her. Yeah, this is her. Lynelle. Didn't we have another one? Maybe not. I thought we'd had another, but I can't think. We did have another lover, but one got killed, so maybe not. Maybe it's we've got the 4. I really like Valerio. I like that name, so we'll keep that. And then we've got Septimio. We'll leave him as that for now. But yeah, he's not as interesting. I would like her with me, to be honest. But we could marry our children to each other, especially the ones that are not full blood related, the ones that are like half related. We could do that, but we'll have a think about that. We're here in this area. I'm going to complete a couple more contracts while I decide what to do. Do we kidnap? I don't think... How do we get these odds up to... So we've got her pinned. We'll pin Septimio. And we'll pin Valerio as well. Sure, it said something about... Oh yeah, she's got... Oh no, that's us who's got Blood of the Dragon. How do we know that that's passed on then? Or is that them that it's talking about? Open-minded, Blood of the Dragon, plus 10. You. No, I think that's us. Okay. Decisions. Now we've got more children than we know what to do with. But let me do a couple more contracts. I will think on it and then I'll decide what to do. But I think we might still become landed, you know. Just because I do enjoy landed gameplay more, I think. I think this gives us an option. So we make progress in the Night of the Sphinx decision. We don't get any gold, I don't think. Yeah, we don't get any gold, but I think this is one where we can potentially get to keep the person. Yeah, we don't need that we go to rescue, so let's quickly go do this. Okay, let's fill these slots. We're missing Andric, definitely. His 40 odd prowess was always very helpful. Okay, and we'll get on with this scheme. And we'll execute it. Okay, so let's have a look at her. Linnell. With a long path ahead of us. We don't have to part ways, so we can get her. I mean, we don't really need her ourselves. We could have another lover, but so combined intrigue and diplomacy challenge. 95% that she feels honoured and joins our camp. 4% she feels insulted. She feels honoured and she's joined our camp. Excellent. Do we have anyone? We don't really need her right now. So do we have anyone we could arrange? We could arrange a marriage to John. Then she'll just leave out. Or could we get him here? Will that work? Will we get him here? Suppose that... I don't think he'll accept. No, he's not gonna, is he? And then break the betrothal? Or do I want to leave him where he is to see what triggers? I want to see what happens if we just leave him where he is. No, but he's got the he's not a legitimate member. Oh, what will happen here now? I know I'm in and airing a lot this episode. I've just got a lot to think about. It went from not being able to do anything to now having a few different options available. And now I don't really know what to do, to be honest. We could send the proposal. I don't think he'll accept. Where's the... I could marry her to our giant squire. I think I'm going to leave him where he is for now. We know that we have this option unless he gets married. I kind of want to see what will happen if we leave him alone. I'm really interested to see what will happen, if anything. I don't know if anything does. I don't know if anything triggers for him down the line, or I'm really not sure what will happen. But I'm kind of interested to see if I just leave him to his own devices, what happens. So I'm not going to do that. So apologies if that's something that you guys would like to see, but yeah, I really want to see what happens if he's not sort of under my control in my camp. What will he do? He's 31. Take off matrilineal. Yeah, let's do that. Let's send that proposal. I would like to see if he gives us some giant babies in our camp. That would be pretty cool to see. We just had a little pop-up that our friend Richard has died, so we gained a little bit of stress from that. I'm not sure. It says he died under suspicious circumstances. So I think that always means that they've been murdered, as far as I know. And I was just trying to look at who could possibly have murdered him around him. He was heir to his father's land, as far as I remember. So there's this spouse who he's had a daughter with, but she wouldn't be the primary heir now anyway. It would be Vanessa Lonmouth, Richard's daughter, who we married to Moonboy. And they've now had a child as well, Ellis Lonmouth, who is also slow. Bless him. So I was trying to think who could possibly have murdered him. Could Sona have murdered him? I don't know. What would be the point though? Because if when he died, Vanessa would have been the heir anyway. So would there be a point to her killing him? I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking far too into it. I always get far too involved in the intrigue and secrets and little stories in this game. But yeah, just thought it was an interesting point that he's died under suspicious circumstances. So who knows what's happened there? But yeah, that's interesting. So Vanessa's obviously in... she's unlanded in our entourage at the moment. Whether she leaves us now, I don't know. But we will wait to see what happens there. So I decided that I did want to kidnap my daughter and have her join our camp, Linnell. But the secrecy has gone down. So the secrecy is only at, I think it was 54% now. I don't know why it's gone down. It was at 70-something% before. So I'm not sure what's changed that's made the secrecy go down. But, so what I'm going to do is fabricate a hook on this guy, Magister Thorio Kuranis, because she's in his court. So I'm going to start fabricating a hook and see if there's something that we can do to get her to join. I have to invite them. Oh, but he will accept, so that's fine. We need decoy. Refuses. So let's sort by acceptance and see who's the best. Our friend. Okay, he will join. No, actually, let's go to contribution and then scroll down till we get somebody who will accept it. So, yeah, contribution. No, this guy's gonna cost us a fortune if we want him. Have we got someone decent with who's, like, almost on the verge of accepting? No, we haven't. Our courtier, she'll accept. Okay, and her she'll do. Okay, and so I'll let some time tick on and then I'll update you when it's finished. Okay, so just a couple of updates. Our wife is pregnant, so that's exciting news. And Prince Oberyn has been landed. He has conquered some land from Prince Illyrio, so that's interesting. A little bit of news there. Okay, so this is our ward, Targaryen. Let's have a look. He's unable to make up his mind. Let's see. What is he going down? He's going down Marshall. He's bossy and he's fickle. You must care for the poor. Or you can take arrogant with the prestige. I mean, I'm not about to lose any stress over that decision, so he's gain any stress, sorry, so he can keep Fickle. Not too bothered about that. I mean, we can probably end this scheme now, to be honest. Right, a letter complimenting her forgiving nature, gain budding interest. Yeah, we did get an awkward interaction just before she fell pregnant, so I was surprised that she fell pregnant, to be honest. I thought that was the end of that. There's another grand tournament. We're not going to do a tournament right this second. We're working on a couple of schemes here. Oh, let's crack on with that and let some more time pass. Okay, and we completed this scheme against our wife, and she has become our lover, so hopefully we'll get plenty of children from her. We still have another lover on the go as well. Did she have any more? Oh, what's going on here? Fatimio is Balon Greyjoy. Didn't he kidnap I'm sure Greyjoy has kidnapped one of our children before. We're keeping an eye on him from afar. How long's he been in his dungeon? We can't pay his ransom? Is that because we haven't... I think it's... It let us ransom John, but is that because we had... Like, can I not just ransom anyone that I want? Okay. I didn't notice that he had been taken prisoner. I didn't see a pop-up, but I have been playing in 5 times speed a little bit, so maybe I missed something. But that's annoying. This is why I want my children under my in my camp, under my control, so that I know exactly what's happening with them. I don't think there's anything we can do here then. Nope, that's a shame. That's a real shame. Okay, as awful as it sounds, at least he's not one of our kids with the really cool traits. So we'll just have to let that slide for now, I think. Okay, and we have a son and heir. So finally, it's recognised that we've got an heir. What we're going to do with Brewdog now then, that's for us an interesting spanner in the works. But, so Maynard, which I quite like the name Maynard actually. Yeah, I quite like the name Maynard. He is handsome and he's hale. So that's cool. May grow to be strong and wise, my son. So he is our son and heir. So this is going to be interesting as to what we do with the other children that we've got. But finally, thank God, it has taken us, what is this, the 7th episode? It's taken us 7 episodes to secure an heir, a fully fledged heir. Agent moved from scheme. Lord John, the Red Griffin of Nestridge, is no longer an agent in your scheme. Why is that? What's happened there? Interesting. Can be convinced. Can be convinced. Let's see. Can bribe him. For our good word, he wouldn't accept. So the options I've got, I can... what do I want to do? Offer a hook on myself? He still wouldn't. I can bribe. Hefty bribe. 130. I don't think it's worth it, is it? Let's just get you on the case because we don't need to pay you. And we'll see how we get on. Yes, I've completed some contracts and so this guy that we're fabricating a hook against him, but we already had he already owed us something. I don't know where it was from. It must have been from a contract that I'd completed, I'm guessing. So I think we can betroth her to our son. I don't think she's going to join our camp straight away though, so we'll try this. We'll send the proposal, so it's not matrilineal. So born into house Targaryen, chance of children high, they're related, and there is a 0.3% risk of their children being inbred, and look at these congenital traits between them. So let's send that proposal. Yeah, I don't think she's going to join us straight away, which is a shame, but we'll see. So our hook on him will expire soon. Can we do anything with him yet? Oh, he's gotten gluttonous. I think the make a request. Oh, okay. Hang on. Alright, let's just see. Offer night tutelage. Will that get our son here? He wouldn't be under us though, because we've already got a knight. A squire, sorry. Can we... But with a few words you can remove them from that position. We can train him. Let's just see if we can get our... I don't want to remove him. Because what will that do? He loses 50 opinion of us. There's no guarantee that... Let's see. Let's think about this. He doesn't like us, so he wouldn't allow us to arrange a marriage. That's for sure. He's at war. Could do with getting our kid out of there then, to be honest. So offer night tutelage. Bruderis. No, so Dontos would move to stay at his court. So that wouldn't help us. We would just be sending him somebody. I thought Bruderis was gonna come to us. So that's no good, and it wouldn't work anyway because he still wouldn't accept it. What a twat. He's obese. Oh, Bruderis. Okay. So, Mina. Okay, so we can't choose him as our favourite child because he's already our player A. That's fine. He's selected as our favourite child, but I don't want him to be. I can't... yeah, I can remove him as my favourite child. Hopefully that won't... I don't think it'll affect anything. I think it's fine. Let me just let some time tick on and see if... Except the betrothal. So I have a feeling she will stay there until she's old enough. Yeah, she's not coming until... but then I should have not married her to Maynard because it's going to be even longer. Right, we'll think about that. There might be something else that we can do. But I think that's it for this episode. It's around the 50-minute mark, so I don't want to go too much over that. We obviously didn't become landed in this episode because we had a few different things going on that have kind of got in the way of that. But they've not been bad things, to be honest. We've got a new wife, finally. And we have now a child who is considered our player heir. We also have a few other children kicking around. So we've got them to consider. And there is still John, who is still unlanded at Robb's Court in Winterfell. I don't know if he's going to stay like that now, but I'm happy to leave him there and just see what happens. Robert's still on the Iron Throne, still popping out children by the looks of it. Stannis has his daughter, and Renly had some children as well. Yeah, Renly's got 2 children now as well. Let's just have a look at Robb. So his spouse passed. Oh, really recently, actually. In the 4th moon of 306, and we're in the 5th moon. But he does... Oh, he's got a little Eddard who's handsome. That's cute. What else is going on? I'll just have a quick look before we move on from this episode. So Doran is still in Dawn. Willis is still in the Reach. I think we knew about that from the last episode. Renly is in the Stormlands. Tyrion is now ruling in the Westerlands. What happened to Tywin? Died of old age. Okay, fair. Edmure. I was waiting for that. I didn't think Hoster was going to last much longer, to be honest. It lasted till 304. What's happening in the Vale? Jon Arryn is still kicking about at the age of the grand old age of 87. Who's his heir? Oh, is that his brother? I don't know who that is. Cousin, maybe? Dennis Arryn. I don't know who he is, but anyway, that's his heir. And he ended up having 2 daughters. He did have Robert, who died. I think we knew about that. Okay. Yeah, cool. Fine. Happy with that. So we'll leave it there for the episode. And in the next one, we'll probably look at getting landed now that we've got an heir. We have a son. We'll look at getting landed, and we'll have a think about then what we can do to return to try and take some land back over in Westeros. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. It's been an interesting one for me anyway. I've enjoyed playing it, so I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, guys.